Cyberbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
For some reason, even we will also add it is there. We will add as a group also, okay. 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 So delete this group as a size. Some persons just delete or delete. So, once you have the access, go to the Templates Documents tab. So here you will be having different templates available. So I want to create a brand new template. How can I do that? Go into the Action sphere. Click on Create. Click on Template. So here I am going to create a brand new template without any pre-existing templates. Clicking on this one. Create template. Okay, now you will be given option to select what you are going to create. I can create a sourcing request template. Create a sourcing project template. Contract workspace template. Contract request template. Performance management template. Modular request template process project. All these projects only allowed to create. I can apply pre-existing requisition and then you are unable to create a template. In this case, I want to create a sourcing project template. Click on OK. I'll be creating 27 sourcing type. I'm going to create a full project, a quick project. You want to decide here. So let's create a quick project and select RFP. Sourcing project or a template from this table. Click on OK. Before companies enable with guided sourcing, then you will be seeing this option. Otherwise, you will not see this option. I have created the sourcing project template for an RFP. So how do I enter details of that RFP? By clicking on here. And this is the place we are going to decide all your timing rules and other rules. So let's see. So if the project is created generally, if you are doing for an auction, then you will be using this format, Japanese or Dutch. But in our case, let it be as a template. Template capacity type. Capacity type is standard, large and simple. So standard template means you can create up to 2000 line items, suppose. If the line items are more than 2000, then you need to use large templates. When you are using a large template, you will not be able to see the line items in Ariba screen. Then that has to be exported into an Excel template. From Excel, you will be able to see the line items. So that is the use of large templates. Even some settings will change when you present it as a large template. So here you are also deciding the supplier eligibility criteria. Minimum supplier per event participation. In my sourcing project RFP, when I am creating what kind of suppliers I want to allow. I want to allow only registered supplier. Then I can select registered supplier. So when you search for the suppliers, then if you are adding some unregistered supplier during your publishing of the event, system will stop you and last you have added participants were not registered. Then you need to change, you need to remove the supplier or you need to get the supplier registered. Then you will be able to publish the event. Now Ariba will give you options whether this setting you want to hidden for the end user. That means this will not be visible to the end user or read only. In this case, I am making this decision, but this will be visible to the participant when he creates a template when he creates an RFP using this template. For him it will show that minimum supplier status is registered, but he will not be able to modify the value. For the supplier participation in order to work. In this case, I am okay with any supplier who is not even registered. Also, I will allow him because in this case, I do not know whether I am going to give the business to him or not. He is a new supplier. So I can do that. Even a non-invited supplier. I can create a supplier and I can able to send it. But minimum supplier status for award eligibility. But during the awarding time I want to make sure that supplier is a registered supplier so that I can give the business to him. Then we are making that decision and we are going to hide this information. So, supplier qualification level. Whether he can qualify at event level or item level. Most people will be keeping at event level. Automatically invite preferred suppliers. This is the advantage of making your suppliers. When you say this as invite to event, automatically, if you are making a preferred supplier whenever you are creating an event, those suppliers will be invited into your Ariba for participants too. This is about your supplier eligibility criteria. Envelope rules. Whether your RFP contains an envelope that you are going to see. Will teams control envelope access? Yes. Then delegate it. So that means option is given to the end user who is creating a project. Whether he can choose this option. Either yes or no, he can able to decide. That is one delegate option. In some cases you are not seeing this option because that is permanent. In some cases you are seeing this option means you give this option to your end user to decide whether he want to go with envelope bidding or not. Number of envelopes. Once you select team as it is, then you need to tell how many number of envelopes you want to create. Even I want to create 2 envelopes, but again, I want this to be delegated to the end user. He will be